There is no anger in the world. It is not an external entity that exists in universe which leads to violence. Do you see anger around you? Is it sitting next to you? Is it in the same room as you are? No, it is not. Are you angry right now? No. But can you become angry? Yes. You see the difference? We are not, but we become. As humans, our basic nature is not anger. Rather, it is love. The energy that we hold, we can turn it into anger, or we can turn it into compassion, love, joy. The choice is yours. Because anger is not held by events and situation or people around us. A lot of times we let our environment decide how should we act. If the situation is good, we are okay. If not, we are angry. We keep questioning it. Why isn't it the way I want it to be? It is not the right way of living. Human consciousness should create situation. Right now, situations are creating human consciousness. It will only happen when you give more control to yourself than the external environment. Look around yourself. You will notice people get angry over so little things. Not life-threatening things. Small things. They'll get angry if you forget to do something today. Isn't it? To reduce anger and violence from the world, you don't have to go to Syria and fight terrorism. The terrorists here are we, no one else. Because we as human race have failed to teach our kids to be joyful. We taught them how to eat, we taught them how to walk, but we forgot to teach them ways of blissfulness and joyfulness. Even if the child is being too happy, laughing around, humming, singing, we ask him or her to stay quiet. Shut up. Don't disturb daddy. He's doing work. Mommy is talking over the phone. If people were happier, I wouldn't have to make this video today. Isn't it? Especially in the case of young boys growing. There is a tremendous amount of pressure on them to hide their feelings, to hide their emotions, their hurt. Boys don't cry. Why not? Are they not humans? If they experience pain, they are bound to feel unpleasant. It's the way of life. But socializing them the other way around, that is unnatural. Therefore, we see a larger percentage of males having anger issues. Male ratio over females is higher towards crime and violence. The growing rate of domestic violence is another evidence. And the blame is on us. We gave them no space to vent in a healthy manner, to have catharsis. Rather, we validated increased anger as a form of masculinity. The fault lies from childhood. We didn't teach our kids to be compassionate, to be empathetic. We didn't make them feel loved every day and to include the element of love in every sphere of life. If you meet someone when they're happy, they will be generous, respectful, lovable towards you. We'll say he or she is a nice person. But the same person you meet when he or she is angry, they can be really nasty. So, there is no such thing as bad people. Researchers today have proven that how anger is like a poison to our body. Something we knew long back. It's only proven now with the help of technology. And when we are away from it, there's a harmony maintained between mind and body. Even if you're diagnosed as ill by doctors, if you have a happy and resilient mind, your healing will be faster, whether it's physical or mental. It is proven that all disease originates in the mind. Nothing appears on the body unless there's a mental pattern corresponding to it. So imagine how less we think about things that are actually significant in life. Another part talking about anger management will come out shortly. Till then, stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.